Hello everyone, this is Zibo and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, we'll run through everything that is to come on the Guardian Tales global server post Demon Shire update. So this is currently available on the Kira site and we will probably get it on the global server next Tuesday. So first of all, this is the World 14 update, so we'll be talking about a lot of World 14 stuff. Firstly, in terms of the new story content, we are getting the part 1 for Demon Shire. So part 1 for Demon Shire, we'll be getting a 14.1 all the way to 14.8. So as of now, I haven't completed 14.8 yet, so I'm not going to spoil too much about the story. I'll let you guys explore it. And in terms of the event banner itself, we'll be having a Rift Play event over here. So the bonus heroes are below. So you have Priscilla, Mark 99, Sohi, Karina, White Beast, Female Knight, and Male Knight. So these are the heroes for the bonus points. And for the point system or the reward system, I'll show you guys. So first of all, we'll be getting, I'll say like pretty standard stuff, right? We'll be getting some Priscilla shards, and we also be getting like a bit of mileage tickets, 6 mileage ticket over here. And here is a basket, light basket for Priscilla. So he's gun over here, additional 6 more mileage. And I don't know why it's the Ogma shard here, but Ogma shard is here, right? So Ogma got strengthened in the previous patch. So right now Ogma is in a good spot as well if you guys are considering for a tank. And yeah, Priscilla over here, more Priscilla shards. So yeah, if you manage to do this event, you'll get at least quite a bit of mileage from here, right? So we will be getting, I think the most valuable part of this is probably Priscilla shard as well as the mileage ticket, the option lockstone. So just off mileage ticket alone, we will be getting what, 6 over here, 6 over here, 12, and then we will also be getting another 6, so 18, and then here another one, so there's 24, and yeah, so we'll be getting 24 mileage, which is equivalent to 24 summons, like the mileage ticket that you get from 24 summons. So yeah, this, I would say that this mileage is pretty attractive in a sense, because mileage ticket is always valuable, and hero shards as usual, very good, especially for the new heroes. So that's pretty much it for the events portion. Let us move on to the next part of the video. Next up, let's talk about the hero buffs and changes. So first of all, a bunch of rare heroes got their stats buff. I'm not going to talk too much about them because there's quite a bit of them, and most of them are not relevant because like you're not going to see much use for them, and I really doubt anybody will try to experiment with some of those heroes. So I'll leave it to you guys to explore the stats changes for the different rare heroes instead yourself if you guys are really keen on the heroes that are on the rare hero list. But I'm going to talk about the changes to Knight as well as Lorraine. So first of all, Knight got the second exclusive weapon, Libera Type-B over here. So let's talk about the base form first. For the base form, which is when you equip Knight with Libera one-handed sword, you get the change of party buff from basic attack 46% to 36% attack and 10% basic attack. So generally, this is very beneficial for Knight for PvE contents because basic teams will actually struggle in the earlier stages from World 10 to World 12 because they're just a bunch of dark enemies and bosses. So right now with the Knight, you can actually use like a hybrid team or maybe mix Knight with other units because you have an attack plus 36%, which can easily fit on most teams. And he's the main character, so if you are the kind of person that wants to use your main character to run through the story, then this buff is definitely a good thing, or this change is definitely a good thing. Not really a buff, but it's a good change. And the overall damage output for Knight actually increased a bit because if you guys do not know, the elemental buff as well as the base attack buff, they actually stacks on top of each other. So this Knight will be getting a little bit more damage, but not too much change because like, yeah, like the weapon skill didn't change, the ability didn't change, there's no stats change, right? The next part of the change is actually the Guardian of Light. So instead of being just hit by light enemies to get a defense boost, you will get a defense boost whenever you are hit by any enemies. So any enemies are gonna increase your defense by 35%. This is, you know, like a good ability, and you can actually try to use Knight in the arena, but I honestly don't think, you know, Knight is the best hero because the weapon skill is just kind of bad. It is a bit RNG based, it's very high risk, low reward. And yeah, even though this ability might be good in arena in certain matchups, but Knight in arena is probably gonna be like a more of like a show off kind of thing. Like you just want to show off to people that Knight can actually do arena. but it's just not a good hero there. So that's my thought about it. But in general, I think that this change to Knight, at least the base form, will make this unit a lot better in terms of the story mode clearance, or even like earlier PvE contents where you are mostly focusing your materials on the main character itself. So next, we'll talk about the new exclusive weapon, Libera Type-B. So Libera Type-B got the party buff basic attack plus 46%, and there isn't any change in stats or even the additional ability. Chain skill wise, nothing much have changed as well. The two things that change is the normal attack as well as the special ability. So special ability increases damage dealt to enemy by 25%, and it also drops lightning every 5 seconds to deal 100% DPS to the target and deal 20% of DPS damage to nearby enemies whenever you hit your normal attack. So other than, you know, like having a lot of damage over here, you also get a 20% basic resistance down for 2 seconds for your last attack, which makes Knight a really good unit to have right now for guild raid purposes. So for most people, I think Knight will be one of those units you get 5-star really easily, because firstly, the game gives you a lot of shard for this unit, and secondly, it's like the very first unit, right? Your main unit. So beginners will probably try to train her up. And let's say, you know, like you can use the exclusive weapon for story stuff, Libera Type-A, and then invest in the Libera Type-B to transition your unit for raid purposes. So generally, I think this change or this addition is really good, because I personally think that a unit need not be overpowered to be used, right? It can be being in niche uses, like being just used in raid or just used in orbital lift and stuff. As long as the unit sees some use, I think it's fine. And yeah, generally I think this is a good addition for Knight itself. So next, the other unit that got buff is Lorraine. So Lorraine's party buff got increased from shield plus 20% to shield plus 36%. So I think this is just to match the shield boost for Priscilla, because Priscilla got like shield plus 40%, which is easily double of Lorraine. So yeah, generally not much change. I mean, you're probably still going to use her even if she didn't got this change, just for nostalgia reasons. But most people won't use Lorraine because she kind of sucks as a healer and a damage dealer, right? She just doesn't do like both very well. So even if you're somebody, you know, who really loves your main character, I probably wouldn't encourage you to use Lorraine, because even though she seemed like a healer, she has very little heal charges, and her chain skill does I mean decent damage, but it is just not what she's supposed to do. In fact, if the chain skill has a heal, she'll be a way better unit. So that's that, and that's pretty much it for the hero buffs. Let us move on to the Amazon shop itself. So in terms of the shop, I actually made a video for the packages in another one. I'll link it on the card above. I'm not going to talk too much about the packs itself. We have your special package one, which is you know, reset stone, 50 controller and 5,000 pit gems. And we also have special package, so this is for 8,100 gems, as well as all this additional stuff. You know, you can just add any one of them. And we have your premium summon package, 100 controller, 1 epic limit break hammer, as well as 10,000 gems over 10 days. And there are just a bunch of good stuff over here. In fact, I think this pack is pretty good. We're getting like a really cheap stamina pack, we're getting option stones and option lock stone. So overall, it's a really good package this week. If you guys are planning to spend, this is a good package or week to spend on your like packages in Guardian Tales itself. At the same time, for those of you guys who are free to play out there, you guys are waiting for this epic limit breaking hammer package. It's back again, so save up 5,000 gems. You guys can exchange for this package with just 5,000 gems alone. So next up, we will talk about the hero costumes. So these are the hero costumes sold in the shop this week. I already gotten it, so not going to talk too much about it. In fact, I think the new set is actually the Winter Girl Hana, the Yellow Jacket Arena, as well as the Postman and Young Gurgas and Priscilla. So this one will give you a set if I remember correctly. And then we have equipment. So we have the Tombstone Shield as well as the Magiton Great Sword. So these are the new equipment costume. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Amazon side. Let us move on to the next piece of update. Next up is a forgotten feature, or a feature which hasn't been touched on for a very long time, and that is the Guardian Base Camp. So Guardian Headquarter for short. This will give you your bonus stats as well as additional gold. So over here, Guardian Headquarter level 300. So if you've been playing the game for quite a while, level 300 shouldn't be a problem. But if you have just started on the game, or if you are still pretty new to the game, Then right now they actually improved the points production for the normal heroes as well as rare heroes. So let's say if you are new to the game and you do not have a lot of heroes in your collection, the rare heroes will actually give you more points, which will allow you to level up your Guardian headquarters more easily. So overall, good news for beginners. And since we are on the topic of the beginner, there are also more beginner missions. I already claimed most of the rewards. So once you lock in, you'll be able to claim additional staminas as well as freebies if you're somebody who is on the beginner streak. You know, you're clearing all the stages, and as you guys can see, there are still a lot of beginner reward which I haven't cleared yet because I'm just too lazy to clear the nightmare mode. So that's my bad, but you guys can see there are just a lot of rewards for you guys to get once you log into the game after World 14 Demon Shire. Lastly, this is always a question which people will ask me because they want to prepare for the upcoming heroes, but I'm just gonna do it here. So first of all, the heroes in the hero art banner are Half Vampire Priscilla, Grim Reaper Hana, Mecha Warrior Ogma, Autonomous Android Mark II, Android Mark 99, as well as Elemental of Christmas Carol. So I'll talk more about who to pull on the who to pull video, so stay tuned for that next Tuesday. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much everybody for tuning in to the end of the video, and do remember to like and subscribe in order to see more contents from the channel. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.